Hello everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Talk. So in this episode, we're talking about the top 100 player in the new season of NBA. That is the 2024 to 2025 season. And for this year, I did some changes about the standard of the NBA ranking. So the first of all, I will talk about my standard of my ranking, my ranking list, and the next part, and I will show about my top 100 players in the new season, and I will split to three parts: the 61 to 100 and 31 to 60 and the top 30. And the last part is the prediction for the standings for each team. So let's go started. So the first part I'm talking about is the standard about my standard of my ranking. So for the past few years, I only use my impression and maybe take some reference from like some of statistics like points, rebounds, assists, and blocks and steals and turnovers. And for this year, I also just take this as reference for this year, and I will use the like what's that about? Oh, they're playing the games they attended, and also their position in their teams. Like Nikola Jokic, is the first player in their team, and the second player, like Jamal Murray, the third place will become to Michael Porter Jr. Something like this. And another things I will consider is the standings of their original team last year. Okay, so like for Nikola Jokic, the Nuggets have a good standing last year. They got second place in the Western Conference. So for their team's standings, it helps Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray to assist them to get more higher place in their ranking. Okay, so this is what I take a reference about my ranking, and this is the first step. And my second step I just do the similar things when I'm ranking the MLB's ranking. So first I will do is just ranking their statistics last year, and I just take a reference about their last year and the past 2 years and past 3 years, combined it, and I will put this these four items, and just ranking them first. And the next part I will just And next part, I I will consider their rankings in last year. And the third part is just show the difference. So if the and that is if the difference like become too large, like the average of these 4 items and their rankings last year, they become too largest, and I will do some manual adjustment. Yeah, so then they will got my finals ranking about the top 100 players. So I think this is similar to like when I rank. If you guys listen about my MLB player ranking, and this is the similar. I think this is the similar methods to ranking my list. Yeah. Okay, so this is my adjustments to like ranking my top 100 players. Okay, so for a second part, I will just show about my top 100 players, and I will show them backwardly. That means that I will start from number 100 and to number 1. So and just as I said, I will split to 3 parts. The first part is 61 to 100, and in this part, I will just show the rankings, like, and maybe some players like make me a little impression. Maybe I will do some. Maybe I will maybe have some introduction about them. Okay, so my number 100 goes to Austin Reeves from Los Angeles Lakers, and number 99 is from Dante DiVincenzo. Yeah, and number 98 is John Collins. Number 97 is Draymond Green. So like Draymond Green, I think last year he played like maybe still not good, but if we compared like this year's, I think he still plays an important role in the Golden State Warriors. But however, he is already 33 years old, and I think his offense is like more and more weak, and his passing and his defense will, and he still can maintain the past few years. I think we can go and see, right? Number 96 is go for Jeremy Grant, and number 95 is Bojan Bogdanovic, and number 94 is Lou Dort, and number 93 goes to DeAndre Ayton. And DeAndre Ayton last year he goes to Portland Trail Blazers, but he didn't play very well. Like he still can get like 16 points and like 10 and 11 rebounds. It looks not bad, but compared to like past few years, I think this performance, I think for his standard, I think is not too good to him in Portland, just because like when he was in Phoenix, they have Devin Booker and they have Chris Paul, so like DeAndre Ayton is like the third selection, even goes to fourth selection in the teams, but he still can get like 16 to 18 points is average and over 10 rebounds. Yeah, but in Portland, I think in Portland he have more chance to show his offensive skills, but he didn't do that. But he didn't do it very well. So I think this is the most disappointed about him as a fans. Yeah. And number 92 is Harrison Barnes, and he is almost 31 years old. 31, 32 years old. Time flies, huh? And number 91 goes to Aaron Gordon. And number 90 goes to Josh Giddey. For Josh Giddey, he got 61. He got 60. He got number 61 from last year, but he didn't play very well. Just because he didn't have a good shooting skills. And in the playoffs, he just from starters goes to the bench. And even though he played maybe not bad in the Olympics, yeah, but in the new season he was traded to the Chicago Bulls. I think he still have a chance to prove his shooting skills or something passing or other offensive skills in the Chicago, because in Chicago because they will become a rebuild team. So I think he got some chances in Chicago. Yeah. And the number 89 goes to Brendan Miller. And number 88 goes to Naz Reid. Naz Reid, he got the sixth man of a player, and he actually played not bad. And he actually played. You can say he played very well as a bench player. Yeah. And number 87 goes to Terry Rozier, and number 86 goes to Buddy Hield, and number 85 goes to Kate Cunningham. And for Kate, actually his personal performance actually is still very good, but the Pistons still in the last place. He still got last place in the whole league. So I don't think his ranking can become upward. Except he can make the team standings become more higher. But yeah, I know this is not all his fault. Just because Monty Williams maybe I think Pistons didn't play very well last year. I think Monty Williams have some responsibility. Yeah, but Kate Cunningham as the first selection in the team. I think he still has the most responsibility to lead the team, to let the team become a better performance. I think this is his responsibility to improve his skills. And the 84 goes to Kyle Kuzma. And number 83 goes to Brook Lopez. And number 82 goes to Caldwell Pope. And number 81 goes to Andrew Wiggins. I think Andrew Wiggins his performance. I think last year his performance is very symmetry. Yeah, because he didn't get hurt, but he got very worse performance. I think there's a strong relation about his family, because his dad is have some challenges, yeah, on physical challenges. So we just see how he will become in the upcoming season. So let us see. Okay. So number 80 goes to Bogdan Bogdanovic from Atlanta. And for number 79 goes to Jonathan Kuminga. And I think Jonathan Kuminga in the new season, I think Kuminga will become the second selection in the team. Of course, the first selection I think will go to is still Steph Curry, but the second selection I think will becomes to Jonathan Kuminga, and actually last year he played not bad, but in a but sometimes he still like stay in the bench and he will stay at the bench when the games goes to goes to the last quarter. So I think he's feel very upset, and he's argued to Steve Kerr, and he wants to more chances to perform his skills, and for this new season, and for a new season, I think he will got some chances. Just because his contract will he will sign a new contract for next year. So I think if Warriors didn't give him some more money, and Kuminga, I think Kuminga didn't want to stay in the Warriors because he didn't get enough chances. Yeah. So I think Kuminga will get get more chances to show his skill sets. And also another reason that Kuminga will have more chances is Klay Thompson goes to Dallas. So you will have more chances to show his skills, and chances to is still a chance to improve his performance. Yeah. And number 78 is Kim Thomas from Brooklyn, and Brooklyn will start to rebuild their teams, and Kim Thomas will become their first selection for a team. Yeah. And number 77 goes to Clint Capella. And number 76 goes to Klay Thompson. And Klay Thompson actually, even though he didn't play well if we compare to his peak season or past few seasons, but I think he is still a very good 3D player in the league. Yeah, he still have a 3-point shooting. His shooting is still very good, but even though he is not the Klay Thompson before, but he is still a very good shooter. Yeah, and so I think he will become the X factor in Dallas. Yeah, because in Mavericks, I think it goes to the first one will goes to Luka, second will go to Kyrie. So the two players will responsible for most of the offense. And Klay Thompson, I think the most important part in a team, I think, is his shooting. Yeah, and the 75 goes to Michael Porter Jr. and it is the same ranking from last year. And number 74 goes to Kobe White. And Kobe White actually played well last season. I think it's just like a breakthrough for last year, and we'll look forward to his performance. Okay, and number 73 goes to Miles Bridges, and number 72 goes to Nick Claxton, and number 71 goes to Nikola Vucevic, and number 70 goes to Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen actually got a good shooting for the Phoenix. Yeah, and he becomes the starting shooting guard in the team. Yeah. And number 69 goes to Jalen Green. And Jalen Green actually played well for the second part, in the second half part in the last season. And for Houston, I think Houston they want to become the, if they want to go to play the playoffs, Jalen Green's performance is very important. Yeah. And number 68 goes to Jared Allen. And number 67 goes to LaMelo Ball. For LaMelo Ball, actually he plays good, but for these 2 years he got very much injuries. So the most important lesson for him is to maintain his health for the whole season. Yeah. And for 66 is Jonas Valanciunas. And number 65 goes to Jalen Williams. And number 64 goes to Evan Mobley. And number 63 goes to Marcus Smart. And number 62 goes to Yusuf Nurkic. And number 61 goes to Mike Conley. Actually, Mike Conley is 36 years old. Actually, he's very senior, and he still plays a very important role in Minnesota, and he is still the starting point guard in the team. Yeah. Okay, so this is the first part of number 61 to number 100. And the second part, I will go to number 31 to number 60. In this part, I think it will become more introduction about them. And maybe not everyone, but I think most of them I will did a little introduction for them. So for number 60 goes to Chet Holmgren, and from OKC Thunder, and actually he played well for his rookie season, even though he didn't get a Rookie of the Year just because he missed Victor Wembanyama. But for Chet Holmgren, as a rookie, I think he played very well, especially in his defense. Yeah, and he also got the second place on his blocking. Yeah, the first place is Wembanyama. That's very insane. The top two players, the blocking ranking, the top two players of blocking ranking is from two rookies. It is hard to imagine, right? I think in the new season, I think they have Isaiah Hartenstein. I think Chet will become, and I think he will like become more and more. He can show more about his offense skills, and also for his blocking. Yeah. And for number 55 goes to Miles Turner. Yeah, the center of Indiana. And number 58 goes to Tyler Hero. And number 57 goes to Darius Garland. Darius Garland, yeah, he's still the starting point guard for Cleveland. And number 56 goes to Kristaps Porzingis. So for Porzingis, I think he can still play very well if he was healthy, but like he is very easy to get injury. Yeah. So the playoffs of last season, and most of the time he still got injury until the finals he comes back. And And I think Porzingis is play very important role in the Boston Celtics because they're like the restrict area. So because they're restrict area, they didn't have too much choices. So I think Porzingis is the most important role in their like for their for a center or power forward. Yeah. And for number 55 goes to Rudy Gobert. Yeah, for Gobert, actually he got a defensive player of the year. He played very well on his defense, but actually he still got his drawbacks, and his drawbacks will be like show us in the important places like playoffs or Olympics. Like in the Olympics, in the last few games, he just not only goes to the bench, but he only plays only a few minutes in the games. So it shows like he still got some some drawbacks, and so I cannot put him to very high place, but got 55. But in this place, just because he got the defensive player, yeah, and he got it 4 times, yeah, and I'm not sure he will become the very top defensive player when he retired, when everyone just discuss about the most defensive player of all time. Rudy Gobert, even though he got a 4 time of defensive player, but I'm still not sure he'll become one of the top defensive player. I'm not sure. Yeah, and for number 54, I will go to Desmond Bain. Yeah, he's also a young star from Memphis Grizzlies. And number 53, I'll goes to D'Angelo Russell. And D'Angelo Russell, I think he's still the third selection in their team. Just the first 2 goes to LeBron, AD and LeBron, and I think the 3rd place goes to D'Angelo Russell. And he actually plays not bad, even though like he has some fluctuations, but he still got like 18 points for average. Yeah, so I think it's still worth to put him in these places. And for number 52, I will go to OG Anunoby. Yeah, and OG Anunoby, I think he's the top 3D player in the league, and last year he was traded to New York Knicks, and I think he can play. I think he can play an important role in the team, especially in defense. But his healthy will become an X factor for him for him. Yeah. And for number 51, it goes to RJ Barrett. And RJ Barrett, I don't know. I don't think he will got a big breakthrough for the next few years. I think this level is almost the top of him because he was traded to Toronto, and Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett will become the two leaders of this team. But I think Scotty Barnes Scotty Barnes I think is still a little better, some better than RJ Barrett. So if RJ Barrett becomes the second selection of a team, I think his performance I think just maintain this one. It's very hard for him to like make some breakthrough. And for number 50 goes to Bradley Beal. And Bradley Beal actually, he has a very good offense, but his shooting is not effective, and also his defense is still a problem. And he's almost 30 years old. I don't think he will got more breakthrough for his performance. And I think it will become if he didn't play some surprise performance, his ranking will become lower and lower. Yeah, and also it is possible he will out of these top 100 players in next year. It is possible. Yeah, and for number 49, just I mentioned a few minutes ago, is Scotty Barnes. Yeah, so for Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett, I think the top two players, and Scotty Barnes Scotty Barnes is a little better than RJ Barrett, and Scotty Barnes got Rookie of Year, and he also plays the All-Star game one time, and I think as a fans, I think his skills still have a chance to like break through. And the main reason is because like Scotty Barnes is younger than RJ Barrett, actually 1 to 2 years, but he give us some like imagination of improving, but not too much. Yeah. And for number 48 goes to Alperen Sengun. And for Sengun, I think is another surprise for Houston. Yeah, and he just becomes to the first option for Houston, and I think Alperen Sengun actually his performance is like more and more like Nikola Jokic when he was in the first few years. Yeah, and we can look forward to his performance in the upcoming season. He will become to the next Jokic. Yeah, we can imagine that. And for number 7, it goes to Franz Wagner, and Franz Wagner is become the second option for Orlando, but he didn't play well in the playoff last season, and also in Olympics. I think he didn't play well in Olympics. So I think it is important. This is important for him to prove himself that he is a good second option in the team. Yeah. So for number 46 goes to Jamal Murray. Yeah. I think it's similar to Franz. The situation I think is similar to Franz Wagner, and Murray. I think Murray has more urgent to prove himself. Yeah, because Wagner is more younger. He's only 22 years old. He still have time to show his skill sets, and as a fans, we still can imagine that Franz Wagner can get some breakthrough performance. But Jamal Murray is 26 years old, and like he's only got 20 points, like 21 points in the season, but his highlight is from the his highlights from the postseason, especially 2 years ago when Nuggets got the championships. Yeah, but last year didn't play well. Also in Olympics. So I think in next season Murray shows he still needs to prove himself that he's still a good point guard in the league, and he has the ability to plays an important role in the championship teams. Yeah, and for number 45 goes to Fred VanVleet. Yeah, and number 44 goes to Derek White. And for Derek White, he is a good defender, and he is also the top 3D players in the league. And actually, he plays the Olympics for the USA basketball teams, and he shows good defense, and he's a very good team player. Yeah, and for number 43 goes to Zach LaVine. Yeah, Zach LaVine, I think. Yeah, Zach LaVine. Last year he didn't play well in that season, and I think for Chicago will trade him like in this season, I think. Yeah, and in the past few years, he's still not he still didn't show his leading his team to a better performance. Yeah, the responsibility for leading a team goes to DeMar DeRozan, not Zach LaVine. Yeah, for number 42 goes to CJ McCollum, and number 41 goes to Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, and last year actually he got some injury and he didn't play well. He didn't play very well. I think just because there are too many teammates got injured, so I think it's have a little effect of his performance. So, but I think his defense still is still in the top of the league, and I think he still can compete the defense of the year. Yeah. And for number 40 goes to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday, I think, he's a very top defense player and have some offense skills, and also another part for not another part. Also same as Derek White. I think both of them are a good team player. So this is why Drew Holiday can go to the USA basketball team. Yeah. And for number 39 goes to DeJounte Murray. And DeJounte Murray actually played not bad for last year. He just be partnered with Trae Young, but his performance I think is still not bad, and he can play for point guard and shooting guard. And this role, I think he will do a similar role in New Orleans. Yeah. And for number 38 goes to Julius Randle. Yeah. So Julius Randle, I think he's still not bad, but but the top option in New York becomes to Jalen Brunson, and they got Josh Hart, and they got Dante DiVincenzo, and they got Mikal Bridges, and they got a supernova in the New York Knicks. I think the most embarrassed player I think is Julius Randle, but the latest news is Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo was being traded to the Minnesota, and Karl Anthony Towns goes to the New York Knicks. This trade I think not bad, but also not very good, just because for for Timberwolves they got Towns, they got Gobert, and Nas Reed. So actually for in the restrict area, I think they are very strong, and this is the main reason they can beat the Nuggets and Nikola Jokic, but they just trade the Karl Anthony Towns and welcome Julius Randle. It looks more reasonable, but at the same time they just become weak to beat the Denver Nuggets. And for New York Knicks, because Isaiah Aberstein goes to Thunders, and Mitchell Robinson goes to he's very easy to get injury. So in a restrict area, I think they are very not strong enough. But they got Karl Anthony Towns. He is not good at defense and get rebounds. He is also the shooter. Or for as a tall person, he's very shooting, but he's not very good at defense or rebounding. And also Towns cannot play very well in a close time or in a playoffs. And this is why Timberwolves. This is why Timberwolves cannot get a good standing until Anthony Edwards comes to the team. So for number 37, I will go to DeMar DeRozan. So for DeRozan, he is straight to Sacramento Kings, and I think he will become the third option in the team. Even though he becomes the third option, but I think he still can get close to 20 points in a game, and also his mid-range is still very good. And the number 36 goes to Mikal Bridges, and number 35 goes to Lauri Markkanen, and number 34 goes to Brandon Ingram. And for Brandon Ingram, and I think I just watch a lot of videos, and most of them say that Ingram will be traded in this season, just because the skill set, the offense and the skill set have some conflict with Zion and for the whole team. But I can imagine that I can't imagine Brandon Ingram can win to which team, and I have no idea. He will be traded to which team. And for number 33, it goes to Zion Williamson. And for Zion, actually, last year is very healthy. He's relatively healthy compared to his past few seasons. He played 70 games for last season, but he still got injured in the playoffs. And also there's some news say that Zion got more Zion become more thinner, more slender, to make his shape more reasonable, not too fatty, you know. I think the news he still can like play very healthy for next season. I hope so. And for number 32 goes to Paolo Banchero. Yeah. So the first option in the Orlando. So actually last season he plays well. He leads the team to the playoffs. And he lead the team to the playoffs for a second year. And we can get a high expected for him to show his skill set and his leading skills. And for number 31, it goes to Victor Wembanyama. So actually he played very well for his rookie season, and he got 21 points, and he also got the second place of the defensive player, and he has very outstanding of blocking, and he got most blocked in the last season as a rookie player. That is very incredible achievement. So I think for a new season they got Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul can like make him play more comfortable, and I think a lot of people, include me. I think he can get some breakthrough for a new season. Okay. So the next part I will go to top 30, and I will go to like have some introduction about these 30 players. So for number 30, I goes to Bam Adebayo. So Adebayo for Adebayo, I think. So as we can see, we can see he has some he can show some shooting skills in the Olympics. So we can like have a little expected that he can show his kind of skills in the regular season. Yeah, so for 29, it goes to Karl Anthony Towns, and he's traded to New York Knicks, and I don't know, I don't know how he can play, how well he can play in New York. Yeah, because his ability, I think, is not the most demand for teams. Yeah. For number 28, it goes to Pascal Siakam. And for Siakam, he was traded to Indiana for last season from Toronto, and I think he will play an important role, and I think we can just show like how much chemistry with Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah. And number 27 goes to Tyrese Maxey. And Tyrese Maxey, he played very well, and he becomes the second option of our team. Yeah, and he played very well and got the most improved player. Yeah, and the new season they got Paul George, and I'm not sure he will become the second player or goes to the third options. But we still can believe Maxi still can play. He still can play well, even though or we can probably say he can maintain his performance last year, or we can get some improvement, especially in playoffs, because Joel Embiid is not good at playing at playoffs, So next one, the number 26 goes to Domantas Sabonis. Yeah, and Sabonis, I think, in the Kings, he becomes too good at rebounding, and he got the most rebounds, last year, and I think he will. And in new season, I think he still focus on rebounding and some offense. And number 25 goes to Trae Young. Now for Trae Young, actually for the past few years, he just show us like he only can lead the team into the playing tournament. But even though he has played one time in the Eastern Finals, but it is 4 years ago, yeah. And even though he have a good offense, good shooting, or you can say he has good passing, but he's very not good at defense. His defense is awful, and he didn't have enough leading skill sets to improve their team standings. And for number 24 goes to Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving actually for the past few years, his offense is not a problem. So this is why he can maintain this ranking, even though he's become 32 years old. In number 23, it goes to James Harden. And for James Harden, I think he's not a James Harden in the Rockets. Yeah, like from now, he got some like 20 to 25 points, like 10 assists. He's become down to a level compared to the Rockets era. Yeah, but sometimes he still can. But sometimes he still can get a very good performance on his offense or his pointing. Yeah. And for number 22 goes to Tyrese Halliburton. Even though he didn't got any chance in the Olympics, but last year like he still played very well, and he got some most assists in the league, but he is not his offense performance. I think his offensive performance is not very stable. He still has like fluctuate. So to maintain his offense, maintaining his offense, I think this is a very important lesson for him as the first option in the team. And number 21 goes to De'Aaron Fox. So De'Aaron Fox actually he's still the first option of the team, and I hope he can become more and more smarter and to lead the Sacramento into the playoffs. Otherwise, I think it becomes to his like his peak performance. At number 20, it goes to Ja Morant. And last year, just because last year just because he got injury and he was banned by a league by NBA league. But this season he will come back. But I think he still can get the All-Star performance or leading Memphis into the playoffs. Yeah, he still have a very good chance because he's only 24 years old. Yeah, so if he can like lead the team into a next level, I think. Not say it's to the next level. Lead the team into the playoffs and play well. I think next year you will become better. Okay, because of the time issue, and we will start this episode here, and we will keep talking about my top 100 players and the team prediction ranking in the next episode. Bye.